Hello students, today we are going to see about the new concept structural organization of animals. What is called structural organization? All life currently living on earth made up of water, cells. Cells are made up of tissues. Cells in turn together to form tissues. Tissues in turn together to form organs and organ systems. So we are going to see about the organ systems of animals, that is structural organization. In lower classes itself you have learned that classification of kingdom Animalia. No, here we are going to recall about that is kingdom Animalia, which is divided into two groups. One is invertebrates, another one is chordates. What is called invertebrates animals? Animals without having a backbone. So that type of animals are called invertebrates. For example, earthworm, leeches, snail, octopus, jellyfish, etc. So these are the types of animals which do not having the backbone. So we are called as invertebrates. Next, chordates. Most species with the phylum chordates, they are called vertebrates animals. That is animals they having the backbone. Animals with the backbone are called vertebrates and we called as chordates. For example, fishes, reptiles, birds and including humans also. So here I have only few examples. So many examples are there. Okay. Now we are going to see just for each example for each group. First we are going to see about invertebrates. In invertebrates, Indian cattle leech, it belongs to the group of invertebrates. The scientific name of Indian cattle leech is Hirudinaria granulosa. I repeat again, Hirudinaria granulosa. The scientific name of Indian cattle leech is Hirudinaria granulosa. Understand? Next, this Indian cattle leech, it belongs to the phylum Annelids. Annelids are metamerically segmented worms form the organ system. Okay. So now we are going to see about the taxonomic position of cattle leech. This Indian cattle leech, it belongs to the phylum Annelida, then it belongs to the class Hirudinia, then it belongs to the order Nathopterida, then it belongs to the genus Hirudinaria, and last it belongs to the species Granulosa. So the scientific name of what Indian cattle leech is Hirudinaria granulosa.
Students, now we are going to see about external morphology of leech. First we see about the shape and size of leech. So the body of the leech is very soft, elongated and segmented one. It is ribbon shaped in structure when it extends and it becomes cylindrical when it comes to contract. Then it may grow to a length of 35 centimeter. Then the leech is olive green in dorsal surface and orange yellow or orange red in ventral surface. Next, move on to the segment region. The body of leeches, it is metamerically divided into 33 segments. In the picture itself you can count how many segments are there. You can count, it will come up to 33 segments. Then each segments are arranged to one behind the other, isn't it? In the picture you can notice. And it is superficially subdivided into rings or annuli. Then a temporary clitellum is formed on the 9th to 11th segment, which produce a cocoon during the breeding season. Then move on to receptors. On the dorsal side of leech, there are 5 pairs of eyes on the first 5 segments. In the picture you can notice. Each segment bears a number of sensory projections, that is called the receptors. Each segment, it bears a number of sensory projections, that is called the receptors. So receptors are of two types. One is annular receptor located in the annulus and segmental receptors located in the first annulus of each segment. Here in the picture B you can see the dorsal and ventral view of receptors. Next, move on to suckers. It has two types of suckers. One is anterior, another one is posterior sucker. Anterior sucker, it occupies in the first 5 segments, and posterior segment, it is formed in the last 7 segments. The posterior sucker is present. Both the suckers help in the attachment and locomotion of leech. Understand? Next, move on to external apertures. What are the apertures present in the leech? One is mouth, anus, nephridiopores, male genital pore and female genital pore. See the parts of the leech. One by one you can understand. Mouth. Where it is the mouth present? It is located in the middle of the anterior sucker. Next, where is the anus present? It is a small aperture. No, it is lives in the mid dorsal side of the 26th segment. 26th segment you can notice in the picture, anus is present there. See. Next, nephridiopores. It opens to the exterior by 17 pairs of nephridiopores are there. They lie ventrally on the last annulus of each segment from 6 to 22. From 6th segment to 22 segment, the nephridiopores are present. Next, another one is male genital pore. Male genital pore, it is a mid-ventrally opening that is situated between the second and third annuli of 10th segment. In the picture you can see that is 10th and 11th segment. Next, move on to female genital pore. It lies mid-ventrally between second and third annuli of the 11th segment. So, 2 genital pores are present. One is male genital pore, another one is female genital pore. Male genital pore is situated between second and third annuli of 10th segment. You can notice. Female genital pore is second and third annuli of the 11th segment. It can present. Okay. In the figure you can see, you will understand.
So after the taxonomic position, we will see the habitat of Indian cattle leech, that is Hirudinaria granulosa. Where it is found means it is found in India, Bangladesh, Pakistan, Myanmar and Sri Lanka. It is found in India, Bangladesh, Pakistan, Myanmar and Sri Lanka. Where it will live, Indian cattle leech, it lives in freshwater, ponds, lakes, swamps and some slow streams. We will see the Indian cattle leech. Then Indian cattle leech, it is ectoparasitic in nature. So it feeds the blood of fishes, frogs, cattle and humans. Then it belongs to the group of sanguivorous, that is blood sucking in nature. So these are the habitat of cattle leech. Then next we will see the body wall of leech. The body wall of leech, it has 5 layers. First one is cuticle, next epidermis, third one dermis, fourth one muscular layer and then fifth one is botryoidal tissue. Cuticle, it is the outermost layer, then epidermis which lies below the cuticle and third one is dermis which is formed of connective tissue which lies below the epidermis. Then fourth one is muscular layer, it is of 2 muscles are there, one is circular and longitudinal muscles. Next finally botryoidal tissue which lies beneath the longitudinal muscles and it fills the entire cilium around the gut. Gut means stomach or belly, that we called as gut. Understand? Again I will say habitat of leech. It is found in India, Bangladesh, Pakistan, Myanmar and Sri Lanka. Then cattle leeches lives in freshwater, ponds, lakes, swamps and some slow streams. The cattle leech will be live. Then it is ectoparasitic in nature. which feed the blood of fishes, frogs, cattle and human. And it belongs to the group of sanguivorous. Sanguivorous means what? That is blood sucking in nature. Then body wall of leech, it has 5 types of layers are present in that leech. So first one is cuticle, then epidermis, third one is dermis, fourth one is muscular layer, fifth one is botryoidal tissue. It fills the entire coelom around the gut.
Next, move on to digestive system of leech. The digestive system, it includes the long alimentary canal and the digestive glands. The alimentary canal of leech, it is a straight tube running from mouth to anus. It is a straight tube running from mouth to anus, and the mouth is a triradiate aperture situated in the middle of the anterior sucker, which leads to small buccal cavity. In the picture you can notice mouth is a triradiate aperture situated in the middle anterior sucker, which leads into small buccal cavity. Here the buccal cavity, it bears 3 jaws with a single row of minute teeth. Then the mouth and the buccal cavity, it occupies the first 5 segments. In the picture you can see first 5 segments, the mouth and buccal cavity only present. Therefore the buccal cavity, it leads to a muscular pharynx. After the buccal cavity, pharynx is present. Then it is surrounded by salivary glands. Pharynx leads to salivary glands. The secretion of saliva, it contains hirudin for the prevention of blood coagulation. Then the pharynx, it leads to the crop through a short and narrow esophagus. In the picture you can notice one by one parts. Next, here the crop is the largest portion of the alimentary canal. Crop is the largest portion of the alimentary canal. Then after that crop, cecum is present. Here the crop and its diverticula, it can store large amount of blood, which can be slowly digested from them. Then the last chamber of crop, it opens into the stomach. Stomach, it leads to intestine, which is a small straight tube. Then it opens into the rectum. After the rectum, it opens into the exterior by anus. So here the 10 parts are given. One by one you can notice, you will understand. Okay. Then move on to food, feeding and digestion. The leech, it feeds by the sucking of blood of cattle and other domestic animals. It can suck the blood of cattle and other domestic animals. Then the blood is sucked by the muscular pharynx and the salivary secretion. After that what happened? The ingested blood is stored in a crop chambers and its diverticulum. Therefore, the digestion takes place in stomach by the action of proteolytic enzymes. After that, the digested blood is slowly absorbed by the intestine. Then what happened to the undigested food? That undigested food, it is stored in the rectum and digested through the anus. So the leeches, it prevents the blood clotting by secreting a protein called hirudin, and it also acts as a anesthetic substance that prevents the host from feeling their bite. That's all about digestive system of leech. Next, we are going to see about nervous system of leech. The central nervous system of leech, it consists of a nerve ring and a pair of ventral nerve cord. The nerve ring, it surrounds the pharynx and it is formed of suprapharyngeal ganglion, circumpharyngeal connective and subpharyngeal ganglion. Suprapharyngeal ganglion, it is present in the brain. The subpharyngeal ganglion, it lies below the pharynx and it is formed by the fusion of 4 pairs of ganglia. In the middle side you can see, you can count and see, there is the 4 pairs of ganglia which occupies the subpharyngeal ganglion. Next we are going to see about reproductive system of leech. Leech, it is hermaphrodite because both male and female reproductive organs are present in the same animal. So we called leech as a hermaphrodite. Now we can see one by one, that is male reproductive system and female reproductive system. Already you know that in male reproductive system we have testes and female reproductive system we have ovaries, isn't it? So first we see about male reproductive system. Here there are 11 pairs of testes, 1 pair in each segment from 12 to 22 segments. So it is in the form of spherical sacs, that is called testis sacs. From each testis it arises a short duct called vas efferens. In the picture you can notice. And this vas efferens, it becomes convoluted to form the epididymis or sperm vesicle to store spermatozoa. Understand? Then the epididymis, it leads to a short duct called ejaculatory duct. These ducts opens on both the sides to form the genital atrium. Atrium, it consists of 2 regions, that is prostate glands and a pineal sac, which consists of penis that opens into the male genital pore. So prostate glands and pineal sac consist of penis which opens through the male genital pore. That's all about male reproductive system. Next, move on to female reproductive system. It consists of ovaries, oviduct and vagina. We can see one by one. Okay. There is a single pair of ovary in the 11th segment on the ventral side. Single pair of ovary in the 11th segment on the ventral side. Each ovary is look like a ribbon shape in structure. Understand? Each ovary is coiled and it is appears as a ribbon shaped structure. Then the ova are budded off from the ovary. After that the ovary runs a short oviduct. Then after what happened? The oviducts, it joins together to form a common oviduct. And that common oviduct, it opens into the pear-shaped vagina, which lies mid-ventrally in the posterior part of the 11th segment. So vagina is present in the posterior part of the 11th segment. That's all about female reproductive system. Now we can see the development of leech. Internal fertilization takes place in leech. So it is followed by the cocoon formation. Cocoon is otherwise called as egg case, which is present in, where is present egg case? It is present in the 9th, 10th and 11th segments. Cocoon is present. That is also called as egg case. Understand? Next, the development of leech is very direct and which then proceeds in cocoon, which contain 1 to 24 embryos. It contains 1 to 24 embryos. Young leech, it resembles the adult which it emerges. Okay, that's all about the development of leech in reproductive system. Okay, understand?
Next we see about locomotion of leech. Locomotion of leech, it takes place by looping or crawling movement and swimming movement. Looping or crawling movement, in this movement the leech, it will contract and expands the muscle. In swimming movement, the leeches, it swims very actively and it performs the undulating in water, that is to form or move in waves. Next, we will see respiratory system of leech. Leeches, it respires through the skin. Understand? Then it has a dense network of blood vessels called capillaries. The capillaries, it contains the hemocylic fluid between the epidermal cells. Then the exchange of respiratory gases takes place by diffusion in leech. Then here oxygen is dissolved in water, diffuses through the skin in the hemocylic fluid, while the carbon dioxide is diffuses out. The leech skin is very moist and slimy due to the secretion of mucus, which prevents from dying. That's all the respiratory system of leech. Next we will see the excretory system of leech. In leech, the excretion it takes place by nephridia. There are 17 pairs of nephridia are there, which is open out by the nephritiopores from 6 to 22 segments in the leech. Next, last we will see the parasitic adaptations of leech. In this, the blood is sucked by the pharynx, which is stored in the crop. After that, in leech, it has 3 jaws inside the mouth, which causes the painless Y-shaped wound in the skin of host. Then leech, the leech of salivary glands, it produces the hirudin for the blood, it prevents from blood coagulation. At last, the parapodia and cilia are completely absent in the leech. That's all about the parasitic adaptation of leech. Once again, we will recall locomotion of leech. It takes place by looping or crawling movement and swimming movement. In this movement, the leech it expands and contracts the muscles. In swimming movement, the leech it swims very actively and it performs undulating in water. Then, in respiratory system, the leech it respires through the skin. Then it has a dense network of blood vessels, which is called capillaries. These capillaries have hemocylic fluid between the epidermal cells. After that, the exchange of respiratory gases it takes place by diffusion. Here the oxygen is dissolved in water, diffuses through the skin in hemocylic fluid, and carbon dioxide is diffuses out. Then the leech skin is very moist and slimy due to the secretion of mucus, which prevents it from dying. Then after that, we will see the excretory system. Here the leech excretion it takes place by nephridia. There are 17 pairs of nephridia are present, opens by nephritiopores in the 6 to 22 segments in the leech. Okay. Next we will see the parasitic adaptations. Here the blood is sucked by the pharynx. And it is stored in the crop. After the 3 jaws are present inside the mouth, which causes the painless Y-shaped wound in the skin of host. Salivary glands are present, which produce hirudin and prevents for the blood coagulation. Parapodia and cilia are completely absent in the leech. So that's all about the Indian cattle leech structural organization. Next class we will see the chordate of kingdom Animalia. I will send the homework in the WhatsApp group. So kindly write and send me in the WhatsApp group. Thank you, students.